Hello and welcome to episode 9 of our Nightingale Let's Play. And yeah, so I'm gonna basically pick up where I left off. There were a few things I thought about while I was gone to kind of do before we go out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually make myself a lantern. I don't have one, so I need one. I can get rid of my torch now that I'm making that lantern as well. And that lantern is going to be basically my source of light. I'm going to move the grenades onto my inventory. And then I'm also going to maybe take a look at what items I want to take with me, what other items I don't. I think I'm going to hold on to the launcher into my inventory for now. And I'm going to use my rugged sword on my 6 key. And I'm also going to be using the Lancaster as well. So I want to make sure that I have that on me. I have my spyglass. I could use some more health potions though, so I think I'm going to make a few of those before I go. Let's see. Moderate health potions. And let's make 15 of them. Alright. And as that's happening, I'm also going to take a quick review at what charms I have. Charm of Invigoration, Charm of the Sniper, Mule, Immovable, Essence. Essence. There's nothing on my gloves though. And Charm of the Wanderer. Let me see. I think what I'm gonna do is probably use the... well, actually, do I have... let's see, I have Wanderer, Essence, Immovable, Mule, Sniper, Invigoration. And I think I'm also going to... you know what? I think I'm also going to make some cards. So I'm going to make some Antiquarian cards. So I'm going to make one for desert, one for forest, and one for... actually, I'm not going to use the vibrant gold for that. One for swamp, and then I'm also going to make the astrolabe cards. And it looks like I'm just missing tier 1 essence for that. That's okay. I don't need all of it. I'm going to recycle some ammo though. I think I'm going to get rid of the arrows for now. Oh, I can only destroy them. Okay, so I can't... that's right. So I almost forgot. So anything that is a... has like a green icon that's ammo you can extract from, but if it doesn't have that, you can only destroy. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind. I've decided I kind of do want to go to one of the astrolabe realms. I keep calling it astrolabe because I can't say it very well. So I'm sorry about that if I'm mispronouncing it. Alright, let's see. I got the desert. Actually, did I make this yet? No, I didn't. That's right. So we'll make a desert one. We'll make a forest one. And then the swamp one is going to need more essence. So let me see if I can maybe get rid of some more of something. I think these rifle cartridges can also go. I'm not going to be using a rifle right now. So I'm just going to extract essence from these. Yeah, usually whenever I have to extract something for the purpose of, you know, crafting something like this, I usually just use or take the ammo that I'm really not using and just extract that. You get plenty of ammo throughout as you're, you know, kind of going through the realms, so I don't really see the purpose in not doing that. Okay, and I'm also going to swap this out to be right here. I'm gonna hold on to the stealth potions just in case, sorry, the slight health potions just in case, you know, I run out or something. And I think I'm not going to add any extra stuff, unless I have infusions. So it looks like I have a maximum health infusion and a melee damage infusion. So I'm going to apply the maximum health infusion to something. Let's see. Is there any piece of gear that I don't have something on? That one has something. It looks like I might have melded on, well, I say meld, but I might have put stuff on every single one. Is there a maximum stamina one? No, just maximum health. So you know what? I'm gonna put the maximum health one on my umbrella for now, because why not? And then I'm going to leave the other infusion in the potion and magics crate. There was one other thing I was thinking about making as well, but I think I'll leave that alone for now. I'm gonna turn on my little fireplace here, and I think I actually have a better bedroll, so... Oh, I do not. Okay, so let's take a quick recap of where we're at as far as unlocking stuff. So right now I've unlocked only a few things here. I can unlock this modest single bed though, so I'm going to place that. Let me do that real quick. An upgraded bed is great, so I'm just going to take complete advantage of that. And it looks like I need some lumber and some plant fiber. I use the cheapest materials I possibly can, or the lowest quality materials I possibly can, and then I'm going to move my bed right here. So now I have a comfort level of 5 with the fireplace on, which is excellent. So that's great. But I think what I'm going to do mostly is actually open up a realm. Now, we haven't gone to the swamps yet, so I'm thinking I should maybe use an Astrolabe Swamp card just to get some materials. I could use an Antiquarian one. Now, you're probably wondering what's the difference, right? So if you use an Antiquarian card, you have 100% harvested stone and ore yield, so it's like plus 100%. Whereas if you go to... Sorry, that's the Astrolabe one. If I go to the Antiquarian one, then it's 100% harvested wood yield. So, depending on what I'm looking to do and depending on what I want, my choice might vary. Something else to point out is that if I go to the Magic tab, there's also a bunch of other cards I haven't unlocked yet. So, Dragon's Hoard Eminent card is going to be very important later because we're going to be able to get you know, different items or more rare gems and ore within chests that we find. Another option, well, another thing I want to unlock in this tab would also be Hermetic Flame. That's a really good, basically it's an offensive spell that basically puts your weapon on fire. So if you have a melee weapon, you can cast this enchantment and then it'll cause the weapon to be on fire. This is really great for things like the forest realms, especially if you're dealing with like Jotuns and stuff like that, like Elder Jotuns and Holt Jotuns and things like that. But yeah, that would be ideal. The Charm of Skinning would be nice eventually, just to have extra hides and meats and things like that. But right now we don't have enough essence for any of those things, and I think that it's okay. We're probably going to be just fine. As far as these other cards go, I don't really use many of these, except maybe the Blood Moon Eminent card if I really need more rare items from bound creatures, if that makes sense. So that's kind of important. As far as consumables goes, we haven't unlocked many consumables. There's a lot of things I'd like to unlock, like for example this hunger potion could be really nice. Trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, now that we've completed you know, Sylvan's Cradle and all that, once we get to Welkin's Reach and we start, you know, unlocking stuff, which we've gotten to now, so we could in theory unlock all this stuff. I could make my next set of gear as well, so that's something else to kind of keep in mind. going forward. So there's a lot of reasons why I might want to go into a generated realm, like a procedurally generated realm. In this case, I think it would be just to get certain kinds of materials that I'm just not going to get from Welkin's Reach. Or get from Sylvan's Cradle for that matter, because Sylvan's Cradle is a forest realm, Welkin's Reach is a desert realm, so the next area past Welkin's Reach is going to be a swamp realm, but I want to go to a swamp realm sooner, so this would be a good example of why I would want to use a procedurally generated realm card, and also I also have more things here that I would like to get. So I think the biggest thing that I'm going to do before I leave is I'm going to check out my cards here, and I'm going to see if I have a card I can use in the minor cards section that maybe could help us. So for example, like this Dragon's Horde card, I can use that, right? That might be very good. The Treasury card, however, is what I really want right now because it increases the chance of finding essence. So I'm going to craft that card so that once I get to this procedurally generated realm, I can go to the transmuter and use that card to apply its effects on the realm. So that'll be really good. And then of course the Dragon's Horde card, I think I'm also going to just make one of those to have it in my back pocket, just so that I have it for use. Looks like I need more tier 1 essence to make the treasury card, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So I'm going to go to the crude portal. I'm going to focus on, I think I'm going to focus on wood as my main thing that I want to obtain. So I'm going to go to the Antiquarian swamp realm. I can choose my realm difficulty, so I'm going to go with I think I'm going to go with Explorer just because well, actually, I could go with Balanced, huh? Let me think about it a little bit. Nightmare Realm, I can change the level to 60. But you know what? Let's go with Balanced, and then I'm going to open up a realm. In the meantime, I'm going to make use of this moment, and I'm going to rest on my warm bed, just to prepare to go in there. And then after I go in, grab some wood and get out, I'm probably going to go straight to Welkin's Reach and start doing stuff. So yeah, this is just a little bit of gathering, a little bit of more essence obtainment early on, because there is a lot of stuff I want to unlock. Alright, so let's go through. Alright, and now we've made it to the Antiquarian Swamp Realm. I'm going to eat my food. I'm also going to cast a recovery spell on myself just to heal up a little bit faster. Alright, so looks like we have the Duelist card applied here. The card applies effects significant damage increase, slight increase to damage taken, and there's a celestial aurora in the sky, and the temperature is cool. I want to go up here to this realmic transmuter, so I'm going to rush right over there, completely ignoring everything, and see how it goes. Oh, I see some harpies off in the distance there. Actually, let me pick up this ingot. It's just laying here, I might as well. If I see the kind of trees I'm looking for, I will apply them. I will go after the trees if I find trees that I'm looking for on the way. And it'll be identifiable just as the ones were in the forest, where they kind of have like a unique twisty look to them. Looks like there are some... Oh god, some enemies already coming after me. Lovely. And of course I found the trees I need, so I have to fight these guys. Oh, wow. That one, like, got right in front of me before I even realized it. What the? I don't know how I was missing with my knife. That was weird. Alright. Let me just, get these trees real quick. Gotta make sure I get everything I need. I tend to crouch while doing this because it's easier to like hit the tree stumps. And I'm less likely to miss, I've noticed. Looks like I've spooked the wildlife in the area. Alright, and then I'm just going to obtain Titania's crown, which is the weird looking material right there. We're going to continue on our way over to that realmic transmuter. Looks like I've come across more trees that I need, so I'm going to do the same thing here again. The thing about these procedurally generated realms is that you never really know what you're going to get. Like, there seems to be like a balance of items that like have a chance of appearing, if that makes sense, or even just the kinds of points of interest you might run into. So that's just something that I wanted to mention because, you know, obviously if a realm is procedurally generated, it's not going to be the same as other realms around you or that you've seen already. Every realm will just be kind of different. So, yeah. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get really lucky and you find really rare materials on the map. So, there is a benefit to this as well. So, yeah, I just figured I'd mention that. And you know what? I'm gonna take this tree down. I might as well. I'm already here. Ow. Oh my god. Of course I become burdened and then immediately attacked by one of these stupid hippos. You know what? It's dumb because, like, he just kind of came out of nowhere and attacked me and then, like, de-aggroed. Like, I wasn't even over there, so I don't know. Isn't the baby hippo so cute? Oh my goodness. Right in the distance there. It's probably why that hippo was so aggressive. Probably like, don't look at my baby. Don't come over here. At least that's what I'd like to think. You know what? I think I'm going to place a peeps box real quick. Huh? Could have sworn I had... Oh, I guess I didn't grab the materials I needed. That was silly of me. Usually I bring my peeps box with me and then use the peeps box to kind of, you know, hold on to stuff, but I didn't do that this time for some reason, so that's okay. It's probably because I was a little bit in a rush trying to get in here, make sure I got everything, but it's alright. I see the realmic transmuter right there. I could grab some ores while I'm here, but I'm not really here for that at the moment. Alright, and then I'm going to use the let's go with the treasury card. I had more than I realized. I didn't realize I had 3 treasury cards. But basically this you can play this card to increase the chance of finding essence, and I really need that right now, so let's do that. I'm gonna also repair as much as I can. Alright. Should probably also... Okay, I did reload. I just want to make sure. I think I'm gonna grab a little bit of ore here, because I'm right here. I might as well, right? Grab a few pieces of ore. Looks like I got some copper. Gonna get some slate. There we go. Some zinc. Some slate. Uh-oh. Need to react fast because these guys are quick and they hurt. So a little fun fact about hippos, I think they kill more people than like most animals in the world every year. Like I'm pretty sure they kill more people than like crocodiles even, like, or alligators, which is crazy because no one thinks about hippos that way, but I mean, hippos are a tough beast. They don't mess around. I mean, I've seen videos of like hippos and, you know, crocodiles going at it, and the hippo always wins for the most part. Unless there's like a huge size advantage or something like that on the part of the crocodile, they usually lose to the hippo. So I always thought that was interesting. Anyway, I'm going to give my stuff over to my helper. Give them some of the ores and stuff. All right, and then I'm going to head back to Respite. I think we have enough wood. Actually, let me double check. Yeah, we have plenty of wood. 412 sepal wood for range damage. That is going to be great later when we start crafting our new set of gear. But I wanted to get that out of the way to make sure I have that now. All right, let's travel to Respite. We only spent a little brief period in that realm. I mean, I've spent hours in these kinds of realms before where I'm just roaming around, going to every single point of interest. You do find vaults and things on the map sometimes, which is really cool because then you get like extra essence and things. And it's pretty simple and straightforward. The vaults are pretty easy to complete for the most part. So unless you're going on like a higher difficulty setting for some reason, you don't really have to worry too much about that, which is great. So yeah, I really like these procedurally generated realms as like an basically an alternative if you don't want to just do, you know, story stuff yet and you just want to maybe, you know, explore or just relax a little bit and just kind of, you know, walk around and just kind of see the sights and, you know, just you never, like I said, you never know what you're going to see in these procedurally generated realms. So it's always an interesting thing to find or to kind of go through in general. All right, so I'm gonna put some of these materials away. This time though, I am going to try and remember to take my peeps box with me before I go into Welkin's Reach. That is something that I somehow keep failing to do. But that's okay. I'm sure I'll learn eventually. And I'm gonna go to my helper real quick. I'm gonna tell him to stand still. I'm gonna grab these items. And then I'm going to... I'm not gonna use the... whatchamacallit? I'm not gonna use all the ores just yet. Just because I'm pretty sure I need ore for one of the quests in the new area for Welkin's Reach. So I want to make sure that I have enough ore for that. But what I will do in the meantime is process my lumber because I have a lot of lumber now from our little trip. Gonna make sure I got everything in the right place. Looking good. Alright, let's make some lumber. I'm going to start off with the ribbon wood. I'm gonna make that ribbon wood lumber, and then we're gonna take the sepal wood, make the sepal wood lumber. We also have corrupted wood, which can also be great lumber. And I think I'm only gonna take about half of the wood bundle here, like the regular wood bundle, and we're gonna make that into wood. I think I'm gonna make like 100 of these and call it a day. So that's gonna be doing its own thing. If I turned on the fireplace or something warm around it, it'd be faster, but I mean, we're gonna be gone anyway, so I'm not gonna burn my fuel. I have no real reason to do that. So I think we'll be fine as is. Alright, so now I'm going to disassemble the peeps box. Let me talk to my recruited helper real quick, make sure everything is good with them. Okay, I have everything I needed them to have. And I asked them to follow me. I don't need to do this before I go to Welkin's Reach, but, you know, we're gonna head over anyway. I'm gonna turn on this fireplace. I'm going to rest and reset. Make sure I refresh my resting buff, and then I'm gonna go over to Welkin's Reach. Okay, so let's go to the crossways, and then I'm going to head over to the second area, because remember that's Sylvan's Cradle over there. We already did that. And we're gonna go, and I think balance difficulty is fine, and open the portal. In the meantime, I'm gonna eat my food, make sure I prepared myself for that. And I'm also going to repair my gear. I keep thinking about what kinds of things I would like to do as far as once I get in there. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is accept the main quest in the area, and then we're going to head around and do some exploring. All right, we've arrived at Welkin's Reach, and here in this realm, it's a desert realm, but there's 100% harvested stone and ore yield, so it's going to be basically similar to an astrolabe, or astrolabe. I guess it'd be astrolabe realm. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna look it up. And then I'll say it correctly at some point. All right, so we spawned inside of a looks like a Bastille of Intellect. Or sorry, Bastille of Insight. So I'm gonna have to look for all of the glyphs in the area. That's the first one. I don't think there's any more on this first floor, but I am going to kill this thing here and grab as many essence as I can. There we go. And if it comes back this way, I'm killing it. Grabbing as much essence as I can. I might as well, they're right here. And then we're gonna do the same thing for this one. And we're gonna grab from the wisps again. I tend to murder all the wisps, so I mean, it works out. Alright, let's go upstairs, take a look. Oh, here's one here, another sigil. Just going to be listening to see if I can hear any other ones. Here's one right here. If you listen carefully, you can usually hear them emitting some kind of sound. Let's see if we can keep going. All right. I know there's one on top of this here. But I believe there's also another one somewhere else. Luckily for me, there's also a synchronous lotus chest here. So I'm gonna take that. Thank you very much. And there's another one here. I think that was the last one. I'm not entirely sure though. Also, I should point out before I get too far that we have a Thinned Veil card active in the realm. So right now the card applies slight range damage increase, slight gravity decrease. So basically there's a little bit something weird with the gravity here in this realm if you haven't noticed. Like every time I jump up in the air, it's almost like I'm floating. Well, I am floating actually. So that's basically where that comes from. All right. There we go. And let's do a little bit of exploring. So I'm going to head over to where this quest is. Right over there. Yeah, there's a creepy voice that keeps speaking, so don't mind that. I guarantee it's not gonna hurt us yet. I'm just kind of floating down using my umbrella when I need to. All right, here we go. Oh, I was starting to dread. Wait, that's a face I surely would recognize. You're not with the Calcularia, are you? No, I'm a Realm Walker. And you've come to Welkin's Reach by choice? That is a shock. Oh, but the pleasure's mine, of course. Hiraram Chaudhry. I hope I said his name right. I'm so sorry. I'm the acting captain, I suppose, in lieu of any more qualified crewman. What happened here? A right horrific series of events, I'm afraid. We were a small fleet of 3 airships with 60-odd souls aboard, here to follow the path of an earlier fleet, lost months back. They were chasing the good word of an explorer who claimed Welkin's Reach had a sky like no other realm he's seen. They wanted to chart the stars, gather meteorites, all sorts of wonders. Go on. We left after them from Nightingale, starting in New Cradle, then to Virgin's Vale, Argentia, and almost a dozen others after I'd not heard the names of. Sailing was smooth until we crossed into Welkin's Reach. I was pilot then. I had the wheel of our ship in my hands, and there wasn't a thing I could do to steer it. Felt like the wind itself took hold of us. Engine be damned, and tossed the whole fleet into the sands. What would cause so many ships to crash at once? Couldn't say for certain, but I've a guess. Something in this realm is meddling with the gravity, air currents, the laws of physics, as we know them. Fey leftovers in the realms are nothing unusual, but here there's something stranger. A great well, leading down to who knows what. I wouldn't dare take the crew to search about, but it's working some type of magic, I'm certain. I'll see what I can find out. We'd be more than grateful if you could spot the source of all of this. If we truly understand the phenomenon, we might be able to calibrate this oversized balloon to sail through it. Watch yourself in the sands though, Realm Walker. They'll not be any kinder to you than they've been to us. Anything I might be able to help with before you head off? Can I lend a hand? Realm Walker, you can lend both. I've not held the title of captain for long, and it's already longer than I'd like, but there's great many tasks to delegate if this crew is to make it home. I dearly hope we're not the last of our people, or those who came to rescue. If there are survivors out in the sands, they'll need a Realm Walker to lead them to safety. We're also in a pinch for supplies here if we're to repair this ship and keep the realm's dangers at bay. I'll see what I can do. I'm more thankful than you know, as are the others. Anything I might be able to help with before you head off? I should be off. Alright, so we just accepted 2 quests. We just got the, so we need to, okay, so there's a few things we need to do. We need to meet the new face in the settlement, which, I mean, is a quest in the Abeyance realm. I should have done that, but I forgot about that quest before we came in here. I'm not going to worry about it right now because we can complete that at any time, and I'm not, you know, we'll just go back to Respite, and when I go back to Respite eventually, I'll make sure to do that. The Antiquarian Network quest, the second one on this list, requires me to awaken the Site of Power in Welkin's Reach. We're far from doing that, so I'm not going to worry about that yet. And then, of course, I have to explore Welkin's Reach and find a way into the Antiquarian well. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and collect this essence bundle that's just laying around for free. All the little towns that you go to that have, you know, that have basically like little civilizations or like a bunch of people in when you first enter a realm, they usually have some essence bundles just sitting around, just chilling. Kind of like there was in Sylvan's Cradle. Let me talk to Amos. Okay, they didn't say anything noteworthy. Let me see, make sure there's no other quests or anything from any of these other people. I'm pretty sure there's not, but I always like to make sure just because, well, I'm kind of paranoid like that. Sylvia doesn't have anything to say. Okay, so we're gonna pick up the random stuff we find here. Got some paper, we got some carrots, we got some tomatoes, we got some sulfur. Let's see, we got some wheat. Wow, we're getting some good stuff here. Just kind of looking around again. We got some paint, wood. There's some fabrics and stuff laying around, but it doesn't hurt to just kind of loot the place. I know that sounds like kind of mean, but it's kind of worth it when you're going around the realms. I mean, you're gonna help these people regardless, so you might as well reap the rewards of whatever they have at their base. So, you know, so more stuff here, more stuff there. There's more paper over here I can see. So things like that. I could bust down all of this to get, you know, wood bundles, but I'm not hurting for wood bundles right now. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. All right, let's take a look at the map. So the different crash sites have like a little flag. We're gonna start off at the nearest one and then work from there. Also, that purple like hole down there, that's the well that he was talking about. We can't go in there yet. If we try to go in there, we will die. So, not gonna do that. We have a new type of enemy that actually stuns you, and they also have like a sniper rifle kind of thing with a scope and a laser at that, which is crazy. So I need to deal with them. We also have exploding ones. So the variation of enemies has changed slightly, right? Looks like my helper is already injured. That's great. I'm going to revive them. There's still one more enemy running around, so I'm gonna make sure to get them. I can hear them, but I can't see them. Oh, there they are. Come back here. Damn. Uh-oh, there's a scorpion over here. Already meddling. Alright. Just gonna use the empowered attack there. I think there's still one more running around. Oh! Got him. Alright. So now we've dealt with all of that. I'm just going to collect this Hope Echo. Alright. I'm actually gonna read these because it's kind of, well, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna read these, but I recommend reading these. The ones that are lost from the Calcularian crew. So, basically, some of them lived after they landed and kind of like left, you know, journals behind, if that makes sense, but eventually perished or whatever. So, you know, I'm just gonna pause, you know, let you pause and read to make sure you do that. But yeah, for time's sake, and because this is a let's play, I'm not going to read it out loud, but I think, you know, I highly recommend taking a look at those in the meantime. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing else up here that I'm leaving behind, any goodies that I could possibly use. Alright, I don't see anything super worthy of my time, so we're gonna move on to the next area. The next area, let's go to the lower left-hand side of the map. And that would be over that way. Looks like my food is wearing out, so I need to make sure to refresh that. Oh, great. I guess I won't get a chance, huh? Ideally, for these creatures, I would want to use a maul, but I don't have one. I didn't craft one. But that might be something I make when I head back to base. Oh my god, of course there's enemies over there. Why wouldn't there be? Also, I just realized the scorpion I saw earlier, it kind of ran away. It didn't even, like, go after me, which is funny. Gonna help out my helper here. Looks like my helper is not going to survive well in this realm. So that was another reason why I was thinking I might need to go to like other realms to go collect stuff. By the way, these like little helper bots, they're over here just collecting rocks for some reason. No idea why. But if I want to, I can attack them and get some goodies out of them. But I have to be careful because the that bot over there is gonna attack me if I do that. Crap. Uh-oh. Okay, and now I'm gonna collect their innards. Kind of weird when I say it like that, considering they're like mechanical, right? It's gonna go over here. I don't really have to worry about gravity as much in this realm, which is nice. Anyway. You know what? I'm gonna place my peeps box real quick, build it up, and we're gonna start putting some heavier materials away in there. I'm gonna put the bug meat away. Maybe the bound ichor. And I think I'm gonna leave that alone for now. And don't forget, I also have my helper who can carry items as well for me, so a lot of good opportunities here for me. There's other like tiny points of interest along the way that you get to see. I'm not really gonna worry about those right now though. Just gonna land here. And of course there's enemies that all want me dead for some reason. Luckily there's none of those flying guys, those are annoying. Yeah, my helper is not gonna survive the Feywilds. Their gear is not sufficient for what I'm trying to... Oh, I used the wrong thing. Forcing me to use a health potion here. I'm gonna have to use this. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm gonna see another round of this crap. Damn. Oh, man. Oh my god. They're hard to deal with, man. There we go. Unfortunate, but I'll be fine. Alright. Make sure to pause if you need to. Alright. And I want to make sure there's nothing else in this area that I need to interact with. I'm pretty sure that was it. But yeah, you can see that that blimp crashed right there. And, oh, we just interacted with that book. Okay. So, looks like that was all that was there. If I look in the distance, I see an automation knight, which is interesting. You can take a look at him over yonder. What's going on? Wow. Man, these scorpions are no joke too. I'm taking a lot of damage from these enemies, so I have to be very careful because there is a really high possibility I could die here, considering how weak I am. So I think what I'm gonna do, well actually let's see how much essence we have. 342. So I'm gonna try and get enough essence to get my gear up, so I'm gonna buy these. I'm gonna unlock. I said buy, but I meant unlock the pants. I'm gonna unlock the... I think I'll go with the flat cap this time. We'll unlock the NTTC shirt, because why not? I'll get the breeches as well to match. NTTC boots are cool. Anything that's on this row is basically like of the same level, if that makes sense. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's see. I could get a desert scarf instead of this duster, but I don't think I'm gonna need the scarf really. Let's go with... Well, getting the construction press would be nice. Because the construction press gives you extra weight limit, durability, damage, and stamina. So this is a really good construction augment. I'm going to go with the NTTC gloves. And I'm going to get the construction press. Now, as far as tools go, I think we're pretty much okay on tools. I could get a rugged lantern, but I mean, it's a lantern. What am I really going to use that for other than lighting up a space, right? So I'm not going to worry about that. There are other recipes that would be really nice for cooking. There's also more augmentations. The hunger potion is really tempting to unlock here. Let's see what else, if we have any other refinement items we could maybe use. I think that's about it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna head back to Respite because I'm so weak that I don't even think I'll survive the Feywilds, let alone my helper. The Voyager streamer trunk. I'm not sure if this trunk gives extra inventory capacity. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to unlock it anyway just to check because I cannot remember for the life of me. And as far as like building and tile sets and stuff goes, I'm not really focused on that right now, so we can leave that alone for now. But yeah, that is basically where I'm at as far as all of my unlocks. I think maybe unlocking a... Well, hold on, not the simple sword, because that's like the previous tab, right? Like tier 2. Maybe... So I have the clothing I want to unlock. I think consumables will probably be the next step. So I think I'm gonna put some spring rolls on there. Coffee and crumpets could be really nice, but not really worried about that. Pot pie would be really nice. Trying to see what stats these give to see which ones I want to worry about. And I think that let's see, salad could be really good, but gazpacho is probably better, so maybe unlock the gazpacho, unlock the cooking augment, unlock the hunger potion because I wanted to unlock that for a while now. So yeah, we're gonna head back to Respite and start crafting some stuff for our base. Now, I have to remind myself that I already visited these points, so I'm going to mark that on my map. So I'm going to put an X here, I'm going to put an X here because we already been here, and then everywhere else is going to still show the flag so I remember. Alright, we've returned to our Abeyance realm. Now before I do anything, because I know I will forget if I don't do it now, whoops, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... Oh no. Nice try. I'm not gonna let that deer in. I'll just kill them both. They're just standing in the way. Well, I guess my helper helped out with that. Oh no, I almost killed the baby deer. Sorry, I killed your family. Alright. Let's go to the site here where there's a new person. And once we get there, it'll be easy to unlock the Taliesin quest. Now, Taliesin is a weird character. He pops up around this time, so like when you complete Sylvan's Cradle quest, he just kind of pops up in the base in the Abeyance realm. And yeah, I'm just going to show you guys how that works and what to do. I already know what the answers are to the quest because I've done this several times. But before I... Oh, I hear a... Hope echo. Make sure to pause and read this. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go over there, and it requires you to kind of go to different points of interest in order to unlock or complete the quest, if that makes sense. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now, but I thought it was worth mentioning. What the hell? It's a random helper dude out here. He's going pretty far. Oh, I almost forgot. So since they added the sword to the game, you get to pull a sword out of a stone now, which is kind of funny. I think that was a nice place to put it. So yeah, I thought it was worth mentioning. Alright. So Taliesin is up here. I'm gonna talk to him real quick. For the last time, I have no interest in entertaining your tedious questions. Oh? Who is this, now that steps before me with such mortal unease? Rather, what are you, friend or fae? Why not a bit of both? I've heard enough vagaries. I've heard enough fey vagaries for one lifetime. Ah, I see. So young. Child of new moon. You are stars and darkness, shadows in the mist, not yet formed. I, on the contrary, have lived 1,000 lives. Taliesin is the moniker I currently wear, a bard among other things. Would you belatedly sing the praises of my songs, or do you choose dumbstruck wonder? I see you have chosen dumb. Is condescension your natural state? No need to feel roused. You are merely not what I was hoping for. I came to this camp in the hopes of finding one with a story worth telling. I imagined these helpless humans would need a savior eventually. I am a chronicler of legend, thus here I am awaiting all who may yet have a part to play in these historic times, that I might determine what is favored in the final retelling. You don't believe I'm part of this? You? And to think this is now what passes for a regent. Urian must roll in his grave. And yet what ballads captivate more thoroughly than tales of the lowly rising to triumph? If you truly think yourself worthy, then you'll take no issue with a test of your exploits. I do enjoy a good brain turner. Hark! A trial of riddles, then, to test the mettle of your brave feats and the breadth of your worldly knowledge. One of your limited years have never known these realms as I have, but even a fraction of this bard's journey would be an achievement of its own. To answer my riddles, seek first my ballads contained within the lingering echoes of my presence. Fine, I'll seek your ballads. But there is the question, will you scour these realms aimlessly, or shall I direct your search? A hint would be appreciated. Lucky for you, I am nothing if not generous. Direction I shall deign to give. 5 ballads await, with 5 answers to sing, each one found within the challenges of these lands. Of which would you like to know? Let's go with the first ballad. This ballad, carved of ancient magic, lingers along a certain psalm sweetness. Second ballad. You will find it crawling with the beasts, those who are not quite kin, though they do so resemble man. Third ballad. This fine ballad, skillful the bard who shall hold it, it shall be kept in memory. Fourth ballad. Ah, a warrior's song, only known to those who have proven true prowess. The final ballad. High above the breeze you may find it, a tale worthy of the climb. Then I'll be best off. Glean, then return to me. We soon shall see the unblunted blade of your wits. Perhaps then I'll give 2 bits. Farewell. Alright. So now that he's done with his shenanigans, I'm going to head back to Respite. Alright, so now that we're back at Respite, I'm going to start emptying my inventory. I'm also going to place my peeps box here. And I'm going to grab all the stuff out of the peeps box. And we're going to start processing some materials and stuff. So I think maybe during our next episode, we're probably going to be spending some time gearing up again. Now, I know it seems crazy, right? Like, why are we gearing again? We just geared. I know. However, we geared our weapons. We didn't really gear our you know, clothing as well, too recently. Though it might seem kind of recent, depending on how you're watching these episodes. So if you're watching them back to back, yeah, I get it. You know, I get it, guys. Don't worry. But yeah, the gearing part of this game is kind of a big deal. This is definitely not the kind of game that will be kind to you if you decide to skimp out on gear, or if you decide, you know, not to basically engage in things in the way they're supposed to be engaged in, if that makes sense. So like, you know, doing the quests, making sure that you're up to level when gear is required to clear something. So like, for example, if you go to the different sites of power, if you noticed in Sylvan's Cradle, there was like this yellow or like this orange like kind of haze that looked like a barrier going into the site of power. That's not a mistake, guys. That is a gear check. They don't want you in there if you can't possibly kill the boss, essentially. So this is the kind of stuff that we have to kind of prepare for and make sure that we are on the correct path of. So yeah, that's kind of important. I'm gonna take this simple sword and I'm going to extract essence out of it. I'm also going to start dropping a bunch of other stuff into these inventories because I don't have enough space for everything, unfortunately. There's also this weird bug that is causing my health potion to leave its hotbar. I think it happens when I interact with a bunch of chests and, you know, use my equivalent button. I think that's when it's happening, but I haven't been able to really like figure out for sure. So I haven't put in a bug report for it yet because I want to make sure that that's exactly what's happening. You know, I'm not trying to mislead. So yeah, that's kind of something important. But if I look at my gear, right? Well, actually, we have some stuff that we can unlock. I can learn that for free, right? But if we look at my gear, let's see here. So I could make a rugged wood axe. So we are ready for the next tier of gear, right? So the progression is pretty fast. Now that I've picked up the quests from Taliesin, I'm not going to worry about those at all because we'll be completing those passively as we go through the different points of interest. But yeah, so next time we're definitely going to spend some time gearing up. So the goal will be to make sure we are geared up. We are also going to upgrade our storage. I believe the storage is going to be a little bit better. So I'm going to test that out right now real quick to see if the new storage containers is something that I want or that I can look forward to. So that would be over here. And let's see, we have the Voyager's chest. If I were to make one of these... Let's see, we have lumber, we have leather, and we have our ingot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it's the same amount of... It it's basically the exact same amount of inventory space, but the chest is smaller. So I can fit more of them, which is nice. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make a bunch of these next time and then just kind of reorganize my setup, and I might even start some construction on the base. So next time's not going to be as much questing. It's just going to be a lot of housekeeping, a lot of gearing up, and even some, you know, just overall upgrades. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, Sholo out.